The Houston Astros just faced the New York Yankees in what was the biggest rivalry in baseball. We had an amazing series that was almost felt like what it could be the ALCS. It felt like a playoff game. The action was like a playoff game. And the rivalry continues in 2022 with those 4 games in Yankee Stadium. It ended up in a tie series at 2 games apiece where the Astros dominated for pretty much the majority of the series with their starting pitching. The highlight was the no-hitter in Game 3, a combined no-hitter led by starting pitcher Christian Javier and led through by relief pitching by Hector Neris and Ryan Presley. That no-hitter was in Game 3. But to recap the series, the Yankees won Game 1 76 in an amazing 9th inning comeback, scoring 4 runs in that inning with Aaron Hicks's game-tying 3-run shot in a right field, and then Aaron Judge's game-winning hit single in a left field, and that led the Yankees to win Game 1 7-6. Astros took Game 2 and Game 3 3-1 and 3-0 respectively, and then the Yankees ended the series on a high note, winning it 6-3 on Aaron Judge's rip into left center field, game-winning 3-run home run for the Yankees to win 6-3. You know, even though it was a bit of a tie, I think it was pretty unfortunate that the series had to end up 2 games apiece. Looked what should have been a sweep, but unfortunately the relief pitching late prevented that from happening. The Astros made what I think is a very fixable mistake, and in my opinion the Yankees played way more concerning considering they couldn't hit for 16 1/3 of an inning. So that offense, considering they could not hit against starting pitching, and just basically 1 1/3 of bullpen pitching from the Astros cost them this series sweep. So the Astros bullpen isn't going to be, I would say, that bad. They're one of the best in baseball right now, and those mistakes aren't going to be happening. And in the series best of 7, I'm still favoring that the Astros can get this done as of right now, because that Yankees just flat out could not hit against Astros starting pitching. The Astros were able to get some big hits on their ends of the ball. So, you know, I'm an Astros fan. I'm still feeling like this team can get it done against the New York Yankees, in my opinion. They came up really, really close. They were this close to sweeping them. So the Yankees should be really, really fortunate that it ended up being tied 2 games apiece. Some major storylines. Jose Altuve continues to show that he is in fact the owner and king of the New York Yankees with great performances throughout this 4-game stretch. Jose Altuve throughout his career against the Yankees has a batting average of .285, hitting 11 homers, 25 RBIs, and 34 runs scored in 56 games against the Yankees. In Game 1, he was pretty solid. 3 hits, 2 runs scored in Game 1, had a solo home run in each Game 3, Game 4, and 4 walks combined, and both of those look so comfortable. Even with all those curses and jeers, Altuve just finds a way to get it done. And look, this Astros offense is still in a big slump. I mean, this team, they have the best hitter in baseball, Yordan Alvarez, of course, Jose Altuve doing his thing. But this team has been just not too great offensively. They haven't played up to their potential. So I think the Astros did not play their best at all offensively and relief pitching wise. So, you know, hope's still there for the Houston Astros, in my opinion. But one thing is for sure, Aaron Judge showed his clutchness this season with walk-offs in both wins against the Astros in the 9th inning, a walk-off single in Game 1, and a walk-off 3-run home run in the 10th inning to win it in the last game. He's arguably the best hitter in baseball right now, and a .294 batting average. That's dropped under 300 because of the great Astros pitching. 28 homers, 56 RBIs, pretty much leading the American League. Aaron Judge. But against the Yankees, against the Astros, Aaron Judge has not been too good, only batting .209 with 5 homers and 10 RBIs in 30 games. So he hasn't been his best against Astros, but definitely came through this season. But really, the Yankees just came through in the clutch in games 1 and 4, just absolutely clutch bombs. You had DJ LeMahieu in the 8th inning on a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Find a way to hit a home run in a hard left field to tie up the game. Such a big home run, and then Aaron Judge winning it. There were just a lot of big home runs throughout this series. Vibes are pretty much like a playoff game. Like I said before, this pretty much should be the ALCS in my opinion. Like I mentioned, Aaron Hicks's huge 3-run home run in the 9th inning in Game 1 to tie it at 6-6 was just awe-breaking. I mean, man, that dude lasered it in right field, and that was big-time showboating, and big-time, it's just showtime, really, between the Yankees and Astros. Got Kyle Tucker with some big home runs. Kyle Tucker hit a 3-run shot in Game 2 to pretty much win the game. It was a 3-run home run, and the Astros won that game 3-1. And then Giancarlo Stanton continues to hurt the Houston Astros with homers in Game 1, which is a 3-run shot in the first inning. Game 2, a solo home run, and Game 4, a solo home run. Giancarlo Stanton, playing for the Yankees versus the Astros, has a .311 batting average of 23 hits, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs, and 12 runs scored in 19 games against the Astros as a member of the New York Yankees. So he definitely has been playing really well. But these huge home runs, really one big swing, a couple of big swings in these games have really changed the momentum completely. But really, the story to take away from the series was the Astros starting pitching. They were incredible. All 4 Astros starters were just amazing, and they helped shut down the best offense in baseball. The Yankees went into a big slump offensively. There was a reason the Yankees started playing bad offensively, played their worst of the season. There's a reason why that happened offensively. It's because they faced the Houston Astros pitching. Yankees don't play bad for no reason, man. They played bad because they faced the Astros. Come on now. I mean, Fromber went 6 innings pitched, or just giving up that 1 3-run home run and only allowed 2 hits. Justin Verlander in Game 2 went 7 innings, allowing only 1 solo home run to Giancarlo Stanton and 4 hits. Christian Javier had a no-hitter through 7 innings with 13 strikeouts and 114 pitches. That was truly incredible by Christian Javier. I mean, that he was just amazing. And Jose Urquidy did his part as well, just absolutely amazing. 7 innings, only allowing a solo home run to Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees played bad pretty much the majority of the innings because of this starting pitching. It was only because of the few bullpen pitches that caused this series to end up being tied. And the Astros offense, of course, did not play too good whatsoever. Only 3 runs in Game 4, and Game 3, and Game 2. So, I mean, it wasn't too great offensively for Houston as well. And these two, I mean, Phil Maton and Ryan Pressly, these two ended up costing us a sweep. Again, I trust these guys a lot. These two are great relief pitchers. I mean, Phil Maton, just love the guy. Shows a lot of emotion, if you guys don't know. Just screams after every pitch. Maton is just such a huge part of that second immaculate inning against the Texas Rangers a week ago that made history. Just really 2 of our best relievers breaking down at the end of the game is just probably not going to happen too much. I mean, let's face it. You think Ryan Pressly's going to give up another save like that, giving up 3 runs? You think Phil Maton's going to allow a 2-2, 2-out home run? I mean, that's just stuff that isn't going to happen too often. That's the only reason why the Yankees ended up tying this series. In my opinion, I feel good as a Houston Astro fan because we were right there in terms of getting the sweep. I mean, the offense didn't even play too great, and we were in a position to sweep all 4 games. And Ryan Pressly just self-destructed in that 9th inning, giving up 4 runs, a huge mess. Aaron Hicks' game-winning home run, Aaron Judge's walk-off. So, just unfortunate. I mean, Pressly's 15 out of 18 in save opportunities this season. Such a solid closer, and pretty fluky for the Yanks to kind of pull these games off. I mean, I just doubt these are going to happen in the playoffs, in my opinion. And Phil Maton, he's been solid, 31 games. Now has a 3.77 ERA after that 2-run home run, but he was huge during the postseason. Again, these are 2 of our best relievers making these mistakes. So, bit unfortunate, but again, like I said before, I feel good as a Houston Astros fan. They were this close to sweeping only because of a couple of bullpen pitches. Jose Altuve, again, continues to show that no-hitter just proves that the Astros just own the Yankees. So, they're right there. I mean, the Astros didn't play too great either, neither did the Yankees, and I'm excited to see how this series is going to continue to play in Houston on Thursday, and then 2 more games in Houston in July. So, going to be fun between the Astros and Yankees. Definitely going to be seeing them in the playoffs. Just a lot of fun. Just love sharing my thoughts on this series. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, comment in the comment section your thoughts. And I will see you in the next one. Go to Astros.